President Moon Jae-in has given his word that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is still committed to the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and to a planned meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump. Our chief Blue House correspondent Moon Connyoung has more from the South Korean leader's press conference broadcast live earlier this Sunday morning.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is determined to meet U.S. President Donald Trump to discuss the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. That's South Korean President Moon Jae-in in the first public account of his surprise second face-to-face with North Korea's Kim on Saturday to discuss salvaging a canceled summit meeting between Mr. Kim and President Trump. It's a new twist in the whirlwind of diplomacy over the fate of the North nuclear arsenal.
김정은 위원장은 판문점 선언에 이어 다시 한번 한반도의 완전한 비핵화 의지를 분명히 했으며 북미 정상회담의 성공을 통해 전쟁과 대립의 역사를 청산하고 평화와 번영을 위해 협력하겠다는 의사를 피력하였습니다.
During their time together, President Moon explained the outcome of his meeting with U.S. President Trump in Washington last week.
트럼프 대통령은 김 위원장이 완전한 비핵화를 결단하고 실천할 경우 북한과의 적대 관계 종식과 경제 협력에 대한 확고한 의지가 있다는 점을 전달하였습니다.
The South Korean president, who's been a huge proponent of the North Korea-U.S. summit, told reporters at the Blue House that the North Korean leader's main concern is that he needs absolute trust from the U.S. that he can ensure regime guarantee after they completely denuclearize. But now that the two sides at least understand what the other wants and are willing to pledge, Mr. Moon expects the summit will turn out just fine, especially as working-level officials from North Korea and the U.S. have resumed talks. The secret Moon-Kim meeting was the latest dramatic turn in a week of diplomatic ups and downs surrounding the prospects for an unprecedented summit between North Korea and the U.S., and the strongest sign yet that the leaders of the two Koreas are trying to keep the on-again, off-again meeting on track. The South Korean president referred to his role this time as trying to diffuse what he called little difficulties surrounding the Kim-Trump summit. But what he's really done is setting the stage for a direct trilateral communication line between the three leaders, perhaps transforming his role from the mediator to the negotiator. Moon Connyoung, Arirang News, the Blue House.